well, hello. How goes it? Getting ready to work on a spoon. A battle spoon. With this little hand planer. I'll hear you guys over there on YouTube land. Right. Let's see what we got on this guy. Let's see. You gotta get it more to this diameter, so I gotta plane down this. This has been set a little too deep. You need to be a little bit lighter. Let's try that. Yeah, set in the tool. That's, you know, half the vibe. Yeah, here we are. It's set. Let's see how it plans. It's actually doing a pretty nice job. It's not getting a lot because it is set low. It's getting a little too low. Okay, let's crank that and see what it does. When I got these, let me show you guys. So I just hit, I don't know if you guys could see it when I hit it, but it's a super resinous piece right here. It's like completely loaded with sap, and it's actually something called fat wood, and it's really good for starting fires, but when you're trying to do something like this, it's a little bit of a pain. But it's getting through it little by little. I did a lot of the work. These two tools right here for rough shaping, they're both Japanese made, and they're both wood rasps. This one's a Shinto, has two different grits, coarsenesses, I guess you could say, on both sides of it. And then this one is the traditional half round. And it does a lot of work, and it does it really quick. The biggest downside to them is it can really, like, let me show you guys a little bit up close. You guys can see, it's kind of hard to see, but you can see like it's really rough right here, and then like right here it's getting a little smoother because the planing actually takes that down and quite quickly. That's why I'm a fan of hand tools. They're very underappreciated. They're still very quick. Oh, hello, Slav. Nastravia. I never have a clue what you're saying over there, Slav. But alright, so Yusuf Ramadan says, what are you doing? I am planing a battle spoon with this neat little hand planer I have. And this is what it does. These little stringies. They're really quite fine. It's impressive how fine these curls can actually be, to be completely honest. And by the way, tonight, Old Forester. Na zdrowie. Actually, I gotta do a lot of hogging off down there. I'm gonna do a little bit more, a little bit deeper. Just a tiny bit, hopefully. Okay, this thing is sharp. There we go, TikTok restricted me, thank you. TikTok hates my smoke. But I took this on my stones up to 8,000. It's not exactly grit, but we'll call it grit for argument's sake. And so yeah, I don't even know what that means, but for argument's sake, we will call it grits. But I took it up to 8,000 on my stones, so this thing is really quite sharp right now. Jakey Inspect says hi. Hi, Jakey. Where are you guys all coming out tonight, by the way? I'm Rachel. I'm out of Detroit. This is actually my Polish Legion hat. Inherited it from my grandfather-in-law, who was a Air Force veteran in the Polish Legion. I have American veterans. Or in our neck of the woods, we call it the PLAB. And in the city I'm in, we have 4? I know for sure 2, but I think we have 4. That's how Polish the town is I live in. Do I speak it? No. But it doesn't change the fact that we're all very Polish. I might actually go back to that thin set. I was actually making some good headway. This one's digging kind of hard. A little harder than I was expecting it to tonight. Let's see. It's almost like, this is almost like somewhere between like a hand plane and a spoke shape. Like it's not, but this thing can get down. Nice. Very nice. Looks like I need to hone it a little bit actually on this one side. But it's a Stanley Handyman. I think it's from, my guess is it's actually from like maybe the 40s. And I'll try to tell. Sorry guys. They have a tool, you know, this old, and it's just, you know, rocking in the free world still, and it's super fun. I love using old hand tools. I like making knives out of old hand tools. Actually, it's my favorite way to do it. Actually, I'll show you some real quick. I'm gonna get this a little bit finer. I gotta get this right. That actually might work right there. This is my shop knife actually. This is a little beater I made out of an old file actually made in Detroit where I'm from, and the handles are actually made out of firefighter hose. So it's got, you might be able to see, it's kind of hard to tell in the light, but it's red and white firefighter hose. But nope, this is a little shop knife I made out of a steel file. I hand forged it. I am a blacksmith and a bladesmith. This is one of my favorite knives I've ever made. I use this so much. It's a little scribe. It's inspired by Kiradashi and the chameleon. Put a little chameleon tail on it. But it's just a one-piece blade. That's it. It's super handy. I just like actually when I was in Atlanta, I went to Blade Show. If you guys have never been, really cool thing to go to. And it was really hot. It's the first weekend of June, and I'm from Detroit. We get kind of hot, but they get like Atlanta hot. I don't know, it's different than what we get. And I needed to get a pair of shorts. I didn't have any, and I was like, you know what, let's go to a thrift store. I'll get some work pants. I'll cut them into shorts real quick. You know, old punk rock style. That's what I'm all about. So I get them, and I lay them out, and I just take this, and I just slice them real quick, and it blows right through both of them. And it was just like, holy cow, this tool that I made blasted right through these pants and turned them into shorts in like just 2 cuts, 1 cut each leg. And yeah, this little guy right here, I take this almost everywhere I go when I go on trips. This was actually made out of a rasp, like a farrier's rasp. I'll actually show you what it started as. Hang on, I'll show you. It was a scrap from a big knife made from one of these. This is what farriers use to trim up horse hooves. You can see on the back side it's got a bit of a file. But yeah, that's what it was made out of right here. That's its origins. Okay, let's see where this guy's at now. Oh, that's not bad. I like that. I'll take it. And I got another sap spot here. I don't know if you guys can see it real well, but the dark spot, it's a bugger. I'll say that. Yeah, and it catches real good around there. It's impressive what this little tool can do. And honestly, like with very minimal effort, like I'm only doing it one-handed. I'm not putting a lot of weight into this or anything. It's actually pretty basic. I'm gonna set it up to where you guys can see it better. But yeah, that's cool. Man, I love when that happens. Actually, I think I'm gonna try and lower this doohickey here. We call it tripod. Let's see what this does. Come on. We'll start maybe there. And then there's my big old face. Ha! Alright. Turn it. Okay, you guys can see it a bit. And I'm going to try this just doing, like I said, one-handed. Let's see what I can do. And this is kind of a backwards way of holding it. As you can see, like it's more for like a push. And then you hold this, and that's your guide. And you can like take it and plane. But I'm going to do it backwards, one-handed. It's set pretty light, so it should be pretty easy. Let's see if I can. Oh, I got stuck by the little bit of resin. Let's try it. See if I can keep going with it. Oh, not quite. Alright, let's see. Now I gotta grade it. Made a liar out of myself. Now we'll go back. Actually, we'll go back your way. Let me tighten this up. Because it's a little. Actually, here. Let's move it down some. Do this. Okay, so let me turn you guys so you can see it better. You live in Kazakhstan? You know, Kazakhstan? Looks like you guys have some seriously good food, by the way. I watched Best Ever Food Review Show, and he went to Kazakhstan. Man, I don't know what it is you guys do, but it looks somewhere between like China, Mongolia, and Slavic. And I'm with it because I love Slavic food. Alright, let's try and go your guys' way. Let me turn a little tiny bit. Sorry, guys. Okay, let's see if I can get you guys to see a curl. Did you guys get to see it at all? This thing's not very tight right now. Let's move you up here. That's crunchy. Okay, let's go. So. Some of these spots that have those resin nuts, those are a little tough. I'm gonna hit them with a rasp. Like one-handed, that's not bad. Like, man, get past the resin and go. And the best part about this, you don't get that mess that solder creates. You get these like chip curls. Let's see. Ah, you know that one. One of the best ones we've had yet. It's a pretty good curl right there. What do you guys think about this? This is a lot of fun. Actually, I'll show you guys. Yeah. It's stuck on the door. You can see on the floor, like, it's my dog's bed. These are like all those little curls. These are actually really good for starting fires with. And I like to have backyard fires like no other. I wonder where my dog is. Mochi, come here, girl. Come on, pup. Come here. Come here, Mochi. Come here. Come on, it's okay. You gotta sit down now. Sit. Give me your paw. Paw. Walk. Come here. No. Walk. Walk. No, walk. There you go. That's right. Good girl. That's Shop Dog Mochi. She's so smart. I had a border collie. Tell you, that was a smart dog. This dog, it's incredible how intelligent she is, and how defiant she is. She is this, like, so border collies are like stubborn, defiant. Like they're like a whole different category. Come here, Mochi. Let's figure out how to spin. Here, puppy. I'm gonna try to wake up. Alright. Eyes. Spin. Can you do it? Oh, it's a little tight, I know. Eyes. Spin. Not lay down. Up. Spin. Alright, that'll work. There you go. Good girl. It's a little tight cord. Actually, I gotta flip the bed over so she don't get no trip from there. The amazing Mochi, everybody. That's my dog. She is such a little stud. If you tell me that again, I'm blocking you. I smoke. It's what I do. If you don't like it, go away. Actually, I'm blocking you right now. Goodbye. Okay. And everybody else, how are you doing tonight? I'll show you guys what I'm working on. Actually, I gotta move it. It's called a battle spoon, and it's almost a little over 5 feet tall. This is one I made a couple weeks ago. This one's made out of white oak. It's 18 inches long. You can see the difference between the two. This one's gonna be like a walking staff, but yep. Cool little guys. Big thing at Ren Fair, I guess. They call them battle spoons, and this one like goes into your belt. You can like pull it out and duel somebody. TikTok might get me for dueling. This is another one with a. Oh God! What's my battle spoon? Ha! Ha! This one's made out of pine. All right. So, pin it down from here. Damn curl. That's amazing. What's that sound like to you guys? Actually, to me, it's like a really cool sound. I like seeing it. Okay, yeah, all right, good. Let's see. It's getting there, little by little. I gotta work on this side right here. So where are you guys from tonight anyway? I'm Rachel, I'm out of Detroit, and working on a battle spoon. You guys can't really tell on that side, unfortunately. You got a little bit better look. I wish I could tell. Oh, hey, we can do that a little. There we go. That might work. When these spots where all the sap is, it's actually kind of hard to work with. So I'm getting caught up on it a lot. As you hear, that stuff's hard. It's just so cool how it just one long stroke. And you just see this long curl come out. Getting there, slowly but surely. It's getting there. You see this whole side right here needs to come down. Hey, South Africa, what do they say? How's it, how's it? Or is that Australia? If it's not, I apologize. Someone recently told me how to say hey or hi in Afrikaans or something. And I don't want to say it badly. I'm making a battle spoon. Actually, I'll show you. So this is one I made from oak. This one's 18 inches long. It's a big thing at the people that like do the Renaissance Festival stuff. And this one, there we go. Isn't that just great watching them curls go off, man? I just can't get enough of it. Alright, where's everybody from tonight? We got a South African in the house. I always like when I get people from other continents. That's so fun. I have a good friend who's a knife maker in South Africa, actually. It's always cool to see his take on things. Right down to the forge he uses to make knives is even different than what we use in America. It's cool. He lives here now, but it's a very, very cool take on things. Unique interpretation, I guess you could say. Alright, let's see how this critters look. I don't know how well you guys can see it, but from my perspective, I can see like all the warts. We're just gonna get this guy down a bit more. Just high all on this side. Oh no, I can't get going. Oh man. I didn't stretch myself out right. I was almost there too. I don't know if I'm gonna get to see that, but that was super cool for me. Okay, getting there, getting there. A little bit rough on that one. I'll be sanded out easily though. Not too big a deal. Hopefully not too big a deal. Alright. Hey, come on now, get out of there. Alright. Mochi! Come on, puppy! You know what? I'm gonna sweep up real quick for you. So you're not stepping all over them chips. You just hang on. I know you don't like the look of it. I'll help up. My dog is actually a rehoming dog. We didn't raise her. We got her at 4 years old. She's 6 now, and so we don't know much about her. And the people we got her from didn't tell us much about her. They were really cagey when we asked questions. And so we had to figure out like what tricks she knew, all that stuff. But she actually was trained quite well, it seems. But she's afraid of a lot of things. And one of the things that she's super afraid of is actually boxes. And I've never seen a dog afraid of a box. I mean, like, she's terrified of them. I don't know why. I don't have a clue what happened to her before we got her. But yeah, boxes scared the bejesus out of this poor little dog. Oh, I need that. Don't throw that out. But yeah, she's afraid of these little wood chips, shavings, whatever you want to call them. She's afraid of them. I don't know why, but it's like the odd shape to them. Yeah, they got her all kinds of spook things. When I got her in here earlier, because I only started using this hand tool recently, and I didn't know that she was afraid of them. I've never really worked with wood around her, and yeah, she don't like them. But now I got all the cleaned up. We'll try it again. I'd like to get her to try and roll over, but I don't want her to try it in here. She don't like tight spaces, and like I said, she's got unfortunately some problems that came with her. There. Let's sweep up my cigars. By the way, a dustpan like this, these are worth it. It was like $12 or something. I've had this for like 5 years now, and I don't know why the handle goes like this. I don't know why the handle would do that, but it's a cool one, and it's a combo, and it's got the, dustpan and everything all in one. It's cool because you can take it and just like dump it. Might even make a video on it. That's how much I like my dustpan. I'm very passionate about my dustpans, let me tell you. Alright, so let's see where we're at. My cigar went out. And TikTok's still restricting me, so whatever. TikTok is very, very sensitive. It's okay, I got y'all out in YouTube land. I just lit myself on fire. There we go. Now let's take a look. Oh, it's coming out good. I'm liking it. Now I got a high side I got to take down on that side a bit. Getting there. A little bit extra work on this one right here. This spot's how it's got to come down. I actually do everything. When I do this, when I do anything, I do everything by eye and by feel. It's just the way I roll. I don't know what it is. It's just how I am. And yeah, so I look at this and then I dress accordingly. And like when I looked at it, I'm not real sure how to show it on your guys' angle. If you guys saw it, that's really cool. But like this side right here's got to come down a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit. You can see where I'm at. You'd be able to see what I'm talking about. But I actually want to have a taper all the way down to the bottom. Not to a point, but it's like 1.5 inches maybe. What's particularly cool about a hand plane is my dog is barking. Let's see what she's barking at. What are you barking at, dog? Always have a good flashlight, by the way. This is actually a Streamlight ProTac 1L-1AA. This is a legit flashlight. I carry it with me all the time. It's my shop flashlight, it's my house flashlight, it's my wake up in the middle of the night flashlight. It also it has a high, low, I think it goes like, I think it's like 150, 450, and then it does like a strobe light. Good flashlight though. Okay, I've dropped this thing, I've dropped it in water. It's good, it's a good one. And I break a lot of things. I've had this for 3 years now. Oh, that little bit of sap. What a bugger. Almost got my hand. And the greatest thing about a tool like this, a plane, is it actually removes a lot of mess quickly. And like I do have like, actually I'll throw a belt on to show you guys. I got the granddaddy of them all, a 2x72. Yeah, that's right. But as you see, I do have a big belt sander right here. I just, you know, power tools make power mistakes, and I will be using it. I actually think I used it on this one. I know I used it on the last one, and it just, it's cool. But like, sanding belts are actually quite expensive. And this hand planer right here, I just sharpened this a few days ago. Got this whole machine tuned up. Is it called a machine? I don't know. I'm gonna call it a simple machine. And I have been planing this thing, and I have sharpened it one time. Haven't had to replace any belts. Haven't had to use any electricity. Just me. And for me, that's like, that's the magic of handmade. That's why handmade is just so special to me. That's why I started making things to begin with. And that's why I like making what I make if I can at all times. Not always, but as much as I can out of repurposed means. To me, that's the magic, if you will. Handmade has magic. That's what I love so much about it. There's so much soul, so much magic in it. And like even the story of how I got this hand plane, I actually got this at a flea market. I wanted to call it an estate sale, but it's actually a flea market that happens twice a year in Michigan at Flat Rock Speedway. If you guys have never been, it's totally cool, worth going to. And it, like, they open up the racetrack, and vendors are all the way around the racetrack. And they have antique tools, they have antique windows, doors. I mean, the really beautiful stuff from the old mansions in Detroit that, like, the houses have fallen into ruin and stuff. And then they have tools like this. And I got this for $10, I think it was. And these are not cheap, brand new. And there's good reason. There's a lot of precision that goes into these. And as you see, I'm using it with little to no issue, minus these sap spots. Those are giving me a heck of a time. But yeah, needless to say, it's working. And like I said, I've not used a single sanding belt, not an ounce of electricity outside of the lights I have on. But like when I use it during the daytime, I use the outside lights. We rock and roll. And my little dog, she's ornery. Munchie, come here, girl. Come on, Munchie. Come on, pup. Uh-oh, the vermin got her attention. The city I live in has a very serious issue with rats. It's horrible. My little dog loves to chase them. see where we're at. Alright. So I got the taper good on this side. I'm a little high, so I'm going to work on it a little bit. Alright. Good. That's so fun. Look at that. See what time it is. I actually have an auction running on something, but my timer hasn't gone off yet, so I must be in good shape. All right, now let's see. I got a little high spot right there. And that's actually, if you guys want to know how to like take, because like when you take this, it takes a flat spot like right off as soon as you plane. But a way to like not take off and have like a, like here, I'll show you real quick. You see how it's like stuck? The way you can do that is up. But you got to pay attention as you do it. Otherwise you can get like, you know, divots, that kind of thing. Let's see where we're at. All right, I'm a little high right here. So I got to try and take a little bit off this side. Right here, and it's right around that one spot. We'll do it high like this. Where's my water? I haven't had water in a while. You guys have water tonight? Have a drink. Get hydrated. I actually try to drink close to 3 liters of water a day, which is, well, 3.3 liters is a gallon. And I try to actually surpass that. I usually don't, but that's my goal. Dakota Hendricks says, what are you doing for dinner? What did I have for dinner? I already ate. I don't remember what I ate. I don't know. I ate earlier. That's all I know. All right. And these little spots, so I can show you guys. It's hard to see. This dark spot right here, that is full of sap, and it's really hard. And they call it fatwood. And it's really good for starting fires, but it's also really a problem for pretty much everything else, like woodworking and stuff. But I actually saved some of the pieces I cut off because it is so good for starting fires. I'll be starting fires with it. Alright. This is starting to look like something. I gotta taper that end down a little bit. I got a little bit on that side. I'll go to the other. So I got a little bit right here to taper down. And like I said, I don't know if you guys can see it, but if you can, that's cool. You can see what I'm working at. So actually, because of that, I'm going to move my dog's treats because my girlfriend just called her inside. So dog treats go over here. Now we're going to, I think she went inside. Let's double check real quick. Mochi? Yeah, she's inside. All right. Make sure someone says something. I got no sense, said Big J. What? Oh, hey, Big Noel. What's up, dude? What time is it where you are anyway? I know you guys are pretty far away from us in time here in Detroit. Just watch out, Afrikaans people like teaching people to say, the Slavs like to do the same thing, Big J. We got a way about us. My friend that's Russian taught me how to say things in Russian that are really bad. And I don't say them, and I will not say them on live. But my friend who is from the USSR, who does speak Russian, he talked me into saying it to him one day because he worked with my mom. I went to go visit my mom at work one day, and I said the words, and he was just like, "No, don't say those words. Those are very bad." All right. And now, that's super resonant, like I've been saying. Let me show you guys, like, I don't know if you can tell real well, but Dad, Kitty, what's up, man? See, like this, it's all jammed up in there from all that sap, resin, whatever you want to call it, pine sap. Where I'm from, we call it pine sap. Some people call it other things elsewhere. But, yeah, this is all gummed up real quick by that stuff. Now let's see where we're at. Okay. And it's a little bit rough it's actually a lot rough. Like it put, like little bitty whoopsies in there all the way down, hooies, whatever you want to call them. I got a little bit more on this side to take down. But anyway. Okay. Point of the matter is, it does work. And this works really well for contours. The half round right here, if you guys can, you guys can see. Oh, sorry, it's so bright. There you go, you can see. It's got the same on this side. And it's a half round. Let's show you guys over here. That's a half round. And it works really good. Like that's how I was actually shaping the contours on this. Like where it goes into the spoon. But it puts some very serious gouges in there. And those gouges, to get them out, like I can get them out with the plane, but it's the only plane I have. So I don't have like a spoke shave. Spoke shaves are really good for getting like really nice little contours and stuff. Supposedly they're really easy to make. I should probably try and make one. That would be something that would really quickly get rid of all those like really deep gouges. And it's a really great tool to have for woodworking. Spot right there. I might have to actually remake this whole dang thing because that one spot. We'll see. We shall see. Alright, now let's clean this off. And you can see it's like gummed up. See how quickly it gums up in there? It's always a little bit hard to see, but you can see like it's all gummed up. You guys see it's all gummed up in there? Quick wire brush, I'll take it all out. Real quick. There's actually something called a file card. I actually have one. It's in my house though. And it's like a wire brush, but it actually has like a hard bristle brush as well. And I don't particularly use it too much because I like the wire brush, but there are people that do like the file card. Alright, let's see, it's down there. And when I do it by eye, like you guys just saw, and you'll see it's like, hang on. Like, we'll say like at an awkward point. A way that I actually like Okay, let's try with this. I don't know if this has doesn't have an obviously off spot on it. But anyway, so I'm looking down the shaft on it, and like I'll be looking down it, and I'll see it like kicks out a little bit, like on this side, and you'll actually see it. Like I said, I don't know how well you guys can see it, but when you see it like kicking out, you'll just start paying attention for it. And I'll be like, okay, it's like right there, and then I'll like mark it with my finger, or like I've gotten a little bit more used to it by doing it by eye, and I'll just keep my eye on that one spot, and that's where I'll lock it in just a little bit for. We got, who are you, Louis Ramos? Looks like a walking stick or a stirring spoon. Hey, basically yes, it's both. So this is a battle spoon, and this one's made out of white oak. It's 18 inches long. This was a test piece I made just to see if I do it, kind of thing. But these are still a size they make at the Renaissance Festival. They like draw it out of their belt and duel with these spoons. They got battle forks and butter knives too. But so this one is 18 inches. This one, as you can see, is much smaller because this one's 5 feet 3 inches. Well, it'll be 5 feet 3, give or take, when it's done. But yeah, giant mixing spoon, that works. I like that. That's fun. And this is one of the tools I've been working it down with tonight. Just a hand plane. What's it? The Stanley Handyman, if you can even see. And I think this was actually made in like 1940s, 1950s. But I just love having hand tools and putting them to work. It's just, what a fun thing to do, you know what I mean? But I also make walking sticks. Let me show you. This is my favorite walking stick I've ever made, ever in my life. And it tinks, it bounces, I love it. Do I know what kind of wood it is? No, but I think it's actually holly, which is a really common wood used in walking sticks, especially in Ireland. Just the United States. I got my alarm going off. Hang on once. I'm back. Hi. How's it going, guys? Sorry about that. I had to take care of something real quick. I'm still learning how to like dual technology things, if you will. Where my phone battery lives at. Okay, they're still pretty good. All right, but no, this is actually a walking stick I did make. This is a big one right here, actually. I think it's 45 inches. It's my favorite stick I've ever made. It's just so dang beautiful. That's all I can say. Like I said, I think it's made of holly. It's very pretty. And I keep the bark on all my sticks. I love having bark. Oh, who is this? What's this? Does that mean someone wants to go live? Who is Wolfgang? No, I don't know. I don't know how to do this very well, but yeah, we'll talk for a little bit. We'll see what you're all about. Let's do it. Hopefully that accepted your live. If it didn't, I apologize. I'm still learning how to do this. And my phone. Oh. I don't know. I'm sorry. It's not letting me do it. My apologies there, Wolfgang. No, I don't want to block anybody. Come on, go away. TikTok's already being the overbearing, abusive girlfriend. Okay. All right. So, still, like I said, I'm still learning how to use this stuff. All right. So, I'm gonna look down this thing. I can see it's got a bit of a ridge that needs to come down. So, let's see what I can do here. Oh, this is so hard to work with right here, and it's actually kind of tearing up the wood a bit. Might have to rasp it. Yeah, we'll see. All right, now let's look at it again. All right. Oh, that actually came out really good. That's cool. We're in really good shape. I got a little bit more to take off this side, a little bit more on the bottom side, but we're actually in really good shape. This is cool. And that hand tool has been really making life so much easier. It's so cool. It's so cool how much this thing can take off. And it's quick. Okay. Not bad. Okay, let's turn it. I gotta do a little bit more down here. Actually, you know what? Let's turn this a bit. I don't want to lose my spot, so I'm gonna hold it in my hand. There we go. So this is a high spot. I don't even know if you guys can really tell. Maybe? I don't know if you guys can. It's really hard to tell, but from my end, I can see it a little bit. Like when I turn it that way. So we'll kick it up, strap it down, and do some more stock removal. I gotta get some water. Where are you guys out of tonight? I'm out of Detroit. I'm Rachel and James Williams. Hi, I'm doing good. Working on this. Where are you from? In the world, the great wide world. Actually, I don't need to be that far. Sweet. That'll be better. Let me turn this a little bit for you guys. But no, I'm doing good. Doing some hand planing on a battle spoon. And some of these sappy spots are a real pain. No, can't do it much that way. Alright, so it's a little bit on each side as we're going at this point, so let's check it again. So here's where you guys can see, like, I'm 5'4", we'll say, and you can see this thing's a beast. Alright, and it's looking awesome. I got a little bit of takedown on this side. I'm actually going to probably take down a lot more, to be honest, because I want it to taper. And right now it's just kind of a straight stick. But the fun part about this is not when you get a, I don't know if you guys can see, but that little piece sticking up, that's a very sappy piece, and it's actually a little bit of a bugger to, I'm going to have to get my pliers out. So let's get ye old needle nose pliers. See if you guys can both see this. I'm trying to see if I can grab it. Didn't work. Okay, let's try again. Okay, got part of it. Ooh, that thing's stuck. Alright. Actually, here's a little knife I made from a file scrap, actually. If you guys can tell. This little critter right here actually fits my pinky. Great little scribe knife, too. It's stuck on my finger now. No, I'm kidding. But, here we go. I use this to get this out of there. And the thing about hand tools is what I was just doing would make some people cringe. And I understand why they would. But what's cool about this is I can tune this up really quickly again. I just get my stones, I just put it back out there. If there's any chips, I take care of it, and then I strap it, and I'm good to go. And that's the great thing about this. Like I said, hand tools, man, they're great. Like I said, I got the 2x72. I'll show you guys. I got this. I got the 2x72 right there. That big old belt grinder everybody loves to see on Forged in Fire. I love it. I do use it. But on something like this, I'm using this guy right here. Why not? Now let's see where we're at. Okay, so let's straighten this out. I'll be doing like the tripod dance all night doing this. Is what it is. Hey, it's actually starting to come out really good. I'm into it. I still got a little bit more to take off on this side on the low end, but hey, not bad. like I said, I mark by eye. I put my hand there. Get it clamped. There we go. Now let's look at it this way. Yeah, just a little high. Right here. Not a lot, just a little bit. So I'm just taking off a little bit at a time. This is one of those of saying less is more. Definitely applies. Getting there, little by little, like I said. Alright, I got a little bit right here that's got to come down. Alright, so let's get back to it. Almost getting to the point now where I'm going to start like hand warming it, so to speak. Let's see if anybody said anything fun. Sometimes I get some pretty cool comments that I miss, and then sometimes I don't miss any comments at all. Alright, let's see. Alright, so let's see where we're at. I can actually tell that like I have a ridge right here, but that's okay, that's easily addressed. Oh man, this is coming out good. It's really exciting to see something you've never made before start to like really take shape, so to speak. It's a really, really fun thing. Use my foot. Yeah. All right, we gotta climb it, I guess. Well, maybe not. Let's check and see where we're at. Yep, I got a little bit more on the bottom to get off. Oh man, it's so cool. Like, I know I have this little pine spot right here, but I know you're hearing like that kind of screechy sound, but it's just so cool to see that I can be quite precise with this. And truthfully, this is the most experience I have with a hand tool like this ever in my life. And the fact that I'm learning as I go is like, to me, so exciting. You learn a lot from experience, sometimes even more than you can learn from books. Okay, so Dwight McCourt. If I said your name wrong, I apologize. I need woodworking for fun. It's my hobby. Tried to give me a project to do with basic tools for what? I'm not sure what you're trying to say. I apologize, but I will say this: make a battle spoon. This is one I made. This is made out of oak. I don't suggest you start with this. This one's made out of pine. It's a lot easier to work with. But actually, this one has a beetle hole in it. Might be able to get you to see all the way through it if I can get it. No, I can't get it right now. But you can usually get it to show you. Oh, there you go. You can see all the way through that little beetle hole. Let's see if I can get you guys to see it too. A little bit difficult. There you go. A little bit. Hard to see, but it's there. But yeah, a battle spoon. It's a completely silly thing. It's completely fun. And it's big. And the thing about making something big for one of your first things you've ever made, if you just like get to like hang it on the wall or use it. I mean, like, I might give this away in a giveaway, but I might also hang it on my wall because it's a freaking ridiculous spoon. And if I do a good enough job, I could actually maybe use it in my kitchen. I'll probably just keep it for, you know, those guests that don't know how to be good guests. But no, this is a battle spoon. It's a pretty fun first project. This was a lot of, actually, this was only hand tools. I only used a handsaw and these two rasps. No, I'm sorry. Almost entirely hand tools. I lied. But I used these two rasps, a handsaw, and then I used a Dremel to route out the wood, the inside of this, to get that like spoon shape, the bowl. But that was routed out. I did try using my gouging, my spoon gouge. I don't know what it's called. So it's a hand tool. I'll show you. Actually, I got it right here. I'll show you. Oh, there it is. I didn't put it away. Shame on me. But this is actually the tool I tried to use. And it does work really good, but not on cured wood. Basically, green wood is best. But it is a very good tool for making spoons. I've made spoons with it, actually. But it's extremely sharp, so be very careful. All right, let's get this wrapped back up. There we go. Put it right back there. Okay. Now this guy's gonna need some rasping. I'm gonna move my drink. You guys can tell, but I'm one of our specifically very resinous spot. Jasmine, Jason, hello. And it's, you guys can see it's very, it's clogged up right now from all the resin. This usually wood falls right through. It's called a Shinto rasp, by the way, this tool. Very cool tool. Great for woodworking. But I'm going to clean it off with a wire brush. And it does a quick job. There's actually a proper tool, so to speak, called the file card. And it is good for what it is, don't get me wrong. But I don't know. I just used the old wire brush. I got a little bit of a high, it's that same spot I keep fighting with. It's that resinous spot. Yep. Okay, and I got a little high spot right here. So this spot's a little high right here. And I do everything by eye. I know some people are really into measuring. I don't. I like having calibrated hands. I like being able to feel, like what I can do, or like where my tolerances are. And your hands, you can calibrate them to be very fine instruments, very fine tools. And like, I don't have a micrometer out here to measure this, but if I did, it would be cool to show what I'm feeling right now, and then go over a couple spots, and then let me tell you what I feel about it, and then tell you what the micrometer says. But I don't have one right now. I had one, and it broke. I'm not sure it actually ever worked properly, to be completely honest. I'm actually going to cut this off, make it about 3 inches shorter, 2 inches shorter or so. Let's see where we're at. Okay, so, yep. So because it's so high still, well, so high, a little bit high, I'm going to rasp it, because I'd like to use the plane, but it's just not enough. It'll dig into it, and it can really tear the wood up. Alright. Then again, like I said, this thing, because I'm going over such a resinous spot, it gets clogged up pretty quick, you know. So you gotta hit with the wire brush real quick. And I don't know if anybody saw, but while I was using it, I did a quick flip. And that's because I was using this side. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's quite coarse. And then I flipped it to a much finer side. So as I was doing it, you know, I was hitting it, trying to smooth it out, round it out. Then I flipped it because it was taking too much off. So when you get to nearing the final end, you got to keep looking at it, keep making sure this little guy's getting there. All right. Gotta get it. Yep, this spot right here. I felt it with my hand immediately. This has got to be taken down a bit. We'll do a little bit of a plane. Yep, stuck in that very resinous spot, so we'll start a little bit further. There we go. Let's see where we're at. That feels much nicer, actually. That ridge is gone. I'm almost getting to the point to start sanding it, actually. This, I don't know if you guys can see, but this spot right here, that one is gonna need a little bit more attention. Oh, this is great. I got a spot right here I gotta get down that side. And yes, the vise absolutely does put marks in it. But the good thing about marks with the vise is I'm gonna start at a point that's far enough out that when I start doing sanding, or actually light rasping, or filing, whatever, probably rasping with my Shinto, you'll get through those marks pretty quickly. And it's just tobacco. It's actually called a cheroot. I don't smoke pot, but when I get to a certain point where I start sanding it, it'll blow through a lot of these marks, and it'll be really, really nice to see the stick start to really take its final shape. But actually, after I get this squared away, the shaft, the bowl, that's like actually the next part. Oh, I'm gonna go live for 15 more minutes, and I'm gonna go ahead inside. But for all you guys that hung out tonight, I appreciate it. It's been a lot of fun. And it's actually, believe it or not, when you have people hanging out when you're making things, it's really cool. It pushes you. It makes you want to work more, work harder, talk about what you're doing, describe the whole situation. At least that's what I like to do. It's a lot of fun. So thank you guys for hanging out tonight. Let's see. Let's look down this way. All right. I actually got to start talking. When you start talking, you forget what you're supposed to do. There we go, I see it. Alright. I wish I could listen to music. I don't know if TikTok or YouTube allows that. I used to do it in my headphone, which I have one in my ear right now, earbuds, whatever you want to call them. But it actually started to distract me, and I stopped talking to you guys. Some of you guys got some cool stories. Alright. Let's talk. More traces. There we go. Oh, it's so cool. We just feel them pieces coming off. Man, I like a good hand tool. There's still a little bit of a high spot right there, a little bit. It could actually potentially be mitigated with sandpaper, potentially. I got this little guy right here. I'm gonna rasp it though. you guys that have been hanging out, I'll show you something. So you saw I just did some, you know, rasping, and it's nowhere near as clogged up as it's been because I'm not rasping on such a, you know, resinous spot. Needless to say, that is the differences in one piece of wood that you can experience. Yes, I use wire brush on my sweatshirt. It is what it is. So, let's see where this guy's at. That'll probably be it for tonight. Yeah, I got a little feather in toe here and there, but battle spoon, almost there. Hopefully tomorrow I'll have it ready to stain. There goes the battle spoon. My dustpan and broom go right there. I'm gonna do some cleanup on the floor at least. Are y'all hanging out? Thanks for hanging out tonight. I had a lot of fun. Really cool seeing what you can learn just by trying. I don't woodwork. I'm actually a blacksmith, bladesmith, if you will. And I like to make my knives with. I mean, I have knives with handles, but I like handleless knives. I just like the steel in my hand, I guess. But this has been a fun adventure with people hanging out, talking about woodworking. Some asking what I'm making, which is a lot of fun because, you know, what the heck is a battle spoon? What's a hand plane? Now some of you know about both. And that's what's super cool about going live is, in a way, we're all learning together. And sometimes you run into a woodworker that actually knows a whole lot about woodworking. And they'll share their wisdom. It's pretty cool. It's exciting. And it's the cool thing about trades. It's across the planet. Doesn't matter where you're from. We can communicate just on skills. Things we know. And then there's sports. I love sports. I played soccer most of my life, in fact. That was pretty good, too. But, yeah, you know, as life would have it, things happened. But I don't regret it. Good time in my life. I still love the game. But I don't play right now. Will I play again? Yes. But not right now. Alright. I'm not trying to do a super cleanup because I'll be back out here again tomorrow. Just get the big stuff. I want to drag it all into the house. Alright, we'll call that good on the sweep up tonight. Alright. It's winding down, almost 9:30. Got about 10 more minutes. If you guys have any questions, by all means, ask away. Like I said, I'm pretty much done cleaning up for the night. You guys can see my workspace or part of it. If you guys have any questions about stickers, what's going on behind me, even some of my super awesome walking sticks I make. I love talking about sticks. These things make me happy. I get a lot of them from the wood I find when I go on walks in local parks. And I actually don't know what every species is. I think that's actually a holly, which is really rare in Michigan. And it's one of the nicest sticks I've ever made. I love that stick. I'm debating giving it to my brother-in-law for a Christmas present, actually, because him, my sister, and their son, they like to go hiking in the mountains and whatnot, like Appalachia and the Smokies. And I figured that'd be kind of a cool gift. Give them all a walking sticks for belated Christmas gift. Dude, I don't know what that is, but you're getting blocked. Hi, bots. Hi, caramba. And I want to block you. I just want to block you. There we go. Block account. Got it. Okay, there's one. Where's the other one I gotta block? Oh, you're blocked. All right, good. Well, everybody's wound down. Blocked a couple people tonight that were spamming, botting, whatever you want to call it. Like I said, I'm Rachel. I'm out of Detroit. Give me a like and a follow. You know, I go live quite often. Hey Franklin, how's it going? And right now I'm working on a battle spoon. And like I said, tomorrow I think I'll be. My goal is to have that stained actually finished tomorrow. So I got to route the bowl. Actually, let's have this over here. Here's this big puppy. I'm 5'3", and this is about 5'5". Got a couple inches to cut off the bottom. I gotta route the inside, the bowl part, and then it'll be a proper battle spoon. And then I'll have to round off the edges and whatnot. But that stuff happens really quickly. Well, yeah, this is what I've been working on tonight, and yeah, what a unique project. That's all I can say. What a cool and unique project. I mean, standing at a very dark brown, getting closer to like walnut kind of vibe. I got some high ridges down the middle. I gotta, scrape off a little bit here and there. But I hope you guys follow me tomorrow. I'll be live tomorrow, probably, I think 11:30ish. We'll see. It just depends. But like I said, give me a like and a follow, and you guys can keep following me along on this build, and you'll get to see me making more progress of it tomorrow. And if you don't catch me tomorrow at 11:30, 11:30 or 12, somewhere around there, I'll be live again, probably around 7:30 p.m. tomorrow night. Like probably the same time I went live tonight. Smoking cigars as usual too. So if you guys are sensitive to that, I don't know what to tell you. I get some complaints every now and again, and then I'm not restricted right now from TikTok. That's pretty wild. But TikTok likes to restrict me. It's okay. But tonight it's Old Forester as usual, and then water. I don't know about you guys, but I drink a lot of water. Everyone take a sip right now. Let's get hydrated together. Hydration is such a fantastic tool. It can help us against so many illnesses. And with it being flu season in North America, water is one of your best friends. I remember one time I was live, and I'm not really sure what I said, but I started getting attacked by people, like 400, 500 joined my live all at once on TikTok, and I was just kind of like, what the heck just happened? And they started saying like the craziest things, and like the names they had were really weird too. It was a pretty bizarre night to say the very least. Actually, let's turn my light on. Oh, it's already on. Never mind. I just saw something. I ain't seen this in a while. Where'd it go? There it is. Like I said before, I like to make things out of tools. This is actually an herb chopping knife, or an ulu as some call it, because it's inspired by kind of like the Alaskan style. But I made this out of an old hand file. I'll show you guys too. I have an old hand file. Cool little herb chopping knife. I should probably put this to use in my kitchen. This thing's great. Like it can rock right through a lot of stuff. It actually cuts up steak really good, believe it or not. I should probably make more of these. You guys should probably be interested in them. I should probably get. Actually, my thing is, I want to start this thing where I just start doing like giveaways. But I want to do giveaways to people that like, why should I give you something? Like, let's talk about it, because I love to hear someone's story and to give someone something because they have such an inspiring story. Like it's like meets like. To me, that's super exciting. So that might be something I do. So like I said, give me a like, a follow, and stay on the line. And I'll be talking about things I'll be giving away in the near future. And I mean, why not? It'd be a lot of fun. Get to know someone. Maybe I'll have to for free. It'd be cool to hear your story. Everybody has a story in life. Every single one of us. No matter how big or small, everyone has a story. But I mean, you go through an interview for a little while, we get to know each other, we talk about life, your appreciation for handmade things, and at the end of the day, I send you something I made. Maybe I'll even make it while we, I don't know, interview or something. These are just thoughts I've been rolling around in my head. Alright guys, just about 9:30. I am out of here. Cheers, y'all. Have a good night. TikTok is out. And YouTube, have a great night. Have a good one, y'all.